Welcome back to WagerTalk TV. I'm Ross Benjamin of WagerTalk.com. It is Saturday, May the 31st, the last day of May, and I have a winning team total and also a lean on a player prop in Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, and that game will take place at Indiana tonight with a slated 8 p.m. Eastern Time tip off. Right now, Indiana's a 4-point favorite, and the total in this game is 220. Folks, if you like videos such as these that you've been watching on Wager Talk TV, not only for everybody, but more in particular for myself, click the like button, please. It shows a token of appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put in. And also, folks, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, now's as good a time as any, as that subscribe button's right there for you in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. Click that subscribe button, and you'll be set to go. And while you're at it, go into your YouTube settings and click on the alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV, and you'll be notified immediately upon any of our great content going up on our great channel. All right, so I gave you the specifics. Um, the Pacers are coming off a 111-94 loss at New York in Game 5, and now they're still ahead in the series 3-2, but they missed an opportunity to close out. But they'll have that tonight at home. However, in that loss, they only had 74 field goal attempts, and much of that had to do with they committed 20 turnovers and were sent to the free throw line 29 times. So, there's something to weigh in there as far as a Pacers team that really is high scoring and a good shooting team. As a matter of fact, the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA postseason as we speak. However, it was only the sixth time all year long in which they were held to 80 field goal attempts or fewer. And in the ensuing game after that occurred, 5 situations in which that occurred where they shot 80 field goal attempts or fewer in their previous game. The next game, they've averaged 120.6 points per game and averaged 91 field goal attempts while shooting 51% from the field and 42% from beyond the 3-point line. So, and one of those occurrences happened in Game 4 of the series after they lost at New York, and they bounced back to win. Or they lost at home, actually, to the Knicks, and were held to less than 100 in Game 3. And in Game 4, they bounced back with a 130-121 home win. So there you have it. Indiana was also held to less than 100 points for just the sixth time all season as well. And they're averaging 121.6 points per game after being held to 100 points in their previous game. So it doesn't happen often, but as you can see, they're a resilient bunch after a poor shooting performance and poor scoring performance. Matter of fact, in those 5 games in which they followed up after scoring less than 100 points, they shot 50.1% from the field, 43% from beyond the 3-point line. And so they bounced back nicely after a low scoring game, which doesn't happen that often with the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks have played 9 games this year when coming off a home win in which they allowed 99 points or fewer. And in their next contest, after that occurred, they've allowed 118.4 points per game. So the Knicks, coming off that convincing home win in which they allowed just 94 points to the Pacers, they've played 9 games this year following a game in which that's occurred, holding the team to less than 100 at home. And they also won the game, by the way, coming off a home win in which they allowed 99 or less. 9 games this season in which they followed that up by allowing 118.4 points per game. First time Pacers were held to less than 100 in these playoffs. So it happened 3 times in last year's playoffs. And in the next game, they scored 116 and 120 points against some pretty good teams in Milwaukee and Boston. So I'm going to go with Indiana Pacers over their team total of 112. I'm going to look at a player prop, and I'm going to make a whatever I bet on this, whatever you bet on the Indiana over 112, or whatever I bet, I'm going to put 25% on this player prop of my normal betting. So it's a small lean, but I like Pascal Siakam to go over his rebound or his points, rebounds, and assists combined 31 and a half. And that's at money line odds of minus 130. Siakam's averaging, he's really elevated his game, I should say, first of all, in this series. 23.6 points per game, 5 rebounds per contest, and 3.6 assists per game. And he has championship experience with Toronto, so it should be as no surprise as the playoffs, I should say, go deeper, that he elevates his level of play even more. And he's coming off his worst game of the series in game 5, in which he scored just 15 points, had 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. He was 5 for 13 from the field. He was only 4 for 8 from the free throw line. Look for him to bounce back with a big game at home, with his team having an opportunity to close out a series. And again, when I say championship experience with Toronto, if those of you who do recall, Siakam was a major part of that success for Toronto in the postseason that year in which they won the World Championship. So Pascal Siakam over 31 and a half combined points, assists, and rebounds. And that's at money line odds of minus 130. Also, the Indiana Pacers over their team total of 112. Now, I lost the last 4 free pick videos in the NBA here on WagerTalk TV, but boy, oh boy, you'd never know it with my premium picks, because I'm 8-2 with my last 10 in the NBA playoffs with my premium picks. Also, folks, a very good record of 144 and 102 in the NBA playoffs since 2022. That's pretty close to 59%, just a shade under win rate, and also made close to 120 units along the way. I rate my plays 2% to 5%, which is basically 2 units to 5 units. That's how our grading system works over at WagerTalk.com. We're only allowed to use 6 5% plays or 5-unit plays per month. So it's not a top heavy type of thing where I'm betting 5 units on every game. So 120 units earned and 59% winners in the NBA playoffs since 2022. Also, folks, I do have an NBA winner for tonight's game on the premium pick side of things over at wagertalk.com or wt.buzz/RB. Major League Baseball on a 17-8 run, good for 68%. Boy, I lost one with the Yankees last night as they blew a 5-2 lead with Max Fried on the mound, but it happens. But still, 17-8, 68% the last 25. And also, all sports combined premium picks are 26-14 with my last 40, good for 65%. You can go to wt.buzz/RB. And also, folks, take advantage of some of the great offers we got going on right now at Wager Talk. 1 year all-inclusive pass. What it amounts to is $99 a month. And let me explain why. For a limited time, you can grab a 365-day all-access pass to your favorite handicapper. I would hope that would be me, for just $1,188. This is regularly priced all year long at $19.99. So we're taking $811 off right now. It's a limited time offer, and that equates to $99 a month, $3.25 a day to get every pick, every sport, and every 5% best bet released over the next 12 months from your favorite handicapper or handicappers, whatever you so choose. But that's not all. During your access period, you also receive a 25% bonus coupon on all future regularly priced daily all access and flex pass purchases across the site. So, for example, folks, you buy this package from me, 1 year all inclusive plan for $1,188. We're going to give you a 25% bonus coupon you could use all year long, all through that 365-day period, on any handicapper you're choosing. So you're just not married to me for 12 months. You're also going to get 25% off any of your other purchases throughout the course of that 365 days. Also, flex picks are becoming a hot item over at wagertalk.com. And for a limited time, you get 33% more flex picks, easy for you to say, on the house. And what do I mean by that? When you buy a 3-day flex pass, you're going to get an additional day free. When you buy a 7-day flex pass, you're going to get a additional 3 days free. And when you buy a 30-day, you're going to get 10 additional days free. Flex Picks gives you the ultimate flexibility to access your daily picks, you want from the experts you trust. Plan ahead or go day by day. Choose your handicapper and get full access for the day. It's the most flexible and affordable way to stay ahead with expert sports betting advice, your picks, your way, more value, more freedom, and more winning. And like Vince Lombardi always says, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. And that applies to us at WagerTalk.com when it comes to sports betting. Until next time, take care and God bless, folks.